Where is Jalen Wilson? The search is on for the teenager who was kidnapped from a home on Detroit's west side.
Drug test failed. You won't believe whose urine this woman tried to use to pass a drug test.
You've seen the shocking video of Brian Price crashing headfirst into a glass door. Tonight, more of our conversation with the former NFL player and his wife.
I know I'm not the only one going through this.
Is this the result of repeated blows to the head? A new study reveals some shocking results.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Those stories coming up, but we begin tonight with the search for a 17-year-old who was kidnapped from a home by 3 men.
Jalen Wilson abducted around 12:30 on Detroit's west side. Let's bring in Jermont Terry live with where the investigation stands tonight. Jermont.
Yeah, Devin, officers from the 6th Precinct are out tonight looking for this teenager. It's believed the young man is in danger, and DPD wants to find him before it's too late. The search is on to find Jalen Wilson, the 17-year-old reportedly kidnapped Tuesday afternoon from a house on Detroit's west side. Police received several calls after neighbors witnessed something strange on Westwood off Warren.
Homeowners called and indicated they witnessed this happen.
An eyewitness tells me Jalen was inside a house when out of nowhere a silver car pulled up. 3 men jumped out of the car and rushed inside the house. Within seconds, that witness says those men carried Jalen out kicking and punching him before throwing him in the back seat of a car. It's unclear what brought Jalen to this neighborhood, but Detroit police tell us due to the many accounts, they believe the 17-year-old was in danger when he was thrown in the car. I'm told he was screaming for help. No, a neighbor on the block told me off camera he heard some commotion out front but didn't think much of it. The next thing he noticed, he saw a silver car reversing down Westwood, and when it got to this intersection, it sped off down Sawyer, and that was the last time anyone saw Jalen.
It is basically a decent neighborhood, so you really, don't see these things happen all the time. So that's what concerns us.
Jalen's family not speaking out, but police say they are concerned as well about his safety. Investigators won't say if Jalen was involved in anything illegal.
I still wouldn't even speculate on that because we don't know why they put him in the car.
And tonight, police have a very vague description of the 3 men that were seen throwing Jalen in that car. They do know that they jumped into either a silver older model Impala or Malibu. Of course, we're also told that behind the wheel at the time, a young lady is the one that reversed down that street. If you know anything or if you've seen Jalen, you are urged to contact Detroit police immediately. Reporting live from the 6th Precinct, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
We will stay on it. All right, Jermont. Kim.
All right, this is a Chevy Trailblazer SS, and trust me, when one gets near you, you can hear it. The SS stands for Super Sport, and as Jason Colthorpe reports tonight, thieves are souping up their efforts, and it's left owners looking for ways to outfox them.
Yeah, listen to that sound under the hood. That's why thieves are trying to get their hands on these Trailblazer SSs, and they're going to great lengths to do it.
I went over to Chicago to get my second one, just to get it stolen here in Detroit. I decided to go outside and check it. My truck was gone. There was no glass, no nothing.
The color is midnight blue, and it's this guy's 3rd SS.
Very frustrating.
He knows thieves love his car for the same reasons he does.
C6 Corvette motor, it's a LS2. You could do a lot with that motor. You can put it in just about anything.
The SSs were only made from 06 to 09, so they have older security. 3 of these have the same wounds from would-be thieves right on the door handle.
They're trying to replicate something that they can't, have themselves, and it's just a cheaper method for someone.
With 5 thefts in recent weeks, owners hope police ramp up their efforts because thieves are ramping up theirs.
It's pretty much my toy now, and it goes in the garage, and it pretty much doesn't stay out of my sight otherwise.
When this owner noticed he was being followed after a car show, he alerted police who pulled them over. Later, he was told this.
Yeah, it's a good thing you called me. Those guys are known car thieves around here. And, whether or not they were going to try to carjack me or follow me home or whatever, it's just one of those sketchy things that, always keeps me looking out.
I want to put it in perspective what these owners are thinking when it comes to their cars being stolen. They're talking about taking things into their own hands and even trying to catch thieves themselves. And also, for this story, we didn't use anybody's names because owners are concerned thieves will see it, search it, and find them and go get the car. In Detroit, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Serious. Okay, Jason, Michigan's Auto Theft Prevention Unit pays up to $10,000 for tips on auto theft, including the Trailblazer SS. We posted the number on our website. Click on Detroit.com.
Well, the negotiations are now underway. Vice President Pence broke the tie vote to open debate on repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act. A new option for the future of health care emerged today. It's being referred to as the skinny repeal. It would eliminate the penalties for those who don't have insurance, but the skinny bill is only a partial repeal of Obamacare. An effort at a broader repeal failed by a wide margin in the Senate tonight.
A judge said it's clear she hit rock bottom. This Howell woman used her own child's urine to try to pass a drug test. 52-year-old Kimberly Peterson was already on probation for drug possession, and prosecutors say during a regular drug screening, she tried passing the child's urine off as her own. Peterson was sentenced to 45 days in jail for the probation violation.
This is your chance to work for a Fortune 500 company. Amazon is hiring for its fulfillment center in Livonia. Pay starts at just under $15 an hour with health benefits, with a 401k and an employee discount on Amazon. The company looking to hire employees for a number of different roles at their warehouse. We posted a link where you can apply at clickondetroit.com.
As if the situation in Flint wasn't bad enough, a Michigan State Police captain says non-residents might be loading up on free bottled water. Captain Kalinsky says his department has anecdotal evidence that non-residents are taking water. It's been available to residents since the fall of 2014. Kalinsky says it might be time to require ID at the distribution sites. The water is being distributed as the city replaces lead-tainted pipes. The glitz and glamour of Hollywood came to Detroit tonight for the premiere of the movie Detroit.
With the stars of the movie, along with a lot of big names, walking the red carpet outside the Fox Theater downtown. The movie tells the gripping, often agonizing story of an incident at the Algiers Motel in the midst of the 1967 riots.
As premiere here in Detroit is a real honor and a privilege.
I've been looking forward to this movie for about when I first started seeing press about a year ago. So I'm very excited to be here.
And there's the director, Oscar-winning director Kathryn Bigelow. Detroit will be released in theaters nationwide on August 4th.
It was a packed house for tonight.
Lots of folks, yeah.
Very intense, yeah, I should see it. 4 people go overboard when a fishing boat capsizes, and the rescue is nothing short of amazing. You'll see why crews had no time to waste.
Also, it might be Shark Week, but this is not what anyone had in mind. The video that has wildlife officials investigating coming up. And here comes Ben.
Have another cool start as we head out the door on Wednesday. Temperatures right around 60 degrees, but that humidity starts creeping up even before we're eating lunch. We'll look at some thunderstorm chances and a fantastic weekend ahead coming up.
And it's the video everyone is talking about.
We're dealing with something that they don't even know enough about to educate.
Tonight, the wife of a former NFL player reveals her concerns for their family and their future.
The Brian.
Hard-hitting numbers today in a new study about football and head trauma. 99% of the brains of former NFL players studied were damaged. Out of 111 brains examined, all but one had CTE, the disease caused by repeated blows to the head. Symptoms include emotional instability, depression, and memory loss. Doctors now say the brain damage is more common than previously thought, and more work should be done to detect and treat it in its earliest stages. The NFL says it's pledged $200 million for research in the prevention and treatment. And for Brian and Candace Price, it's a daily battle dealing with what they call signs of the disease, and they hope progress comes sooner rather than later.
Tonight, Mara McDonald has part 2 of her conversation with the former NFL linebacker and his wife.
You get a look at big Brian Price holding the point.
Watch him run down the 5'5", 176-pound Brown.
You stay out here. You're going to see him just bust into the backfield.
The man on this video is agitated, disoriented, and scaring people at a Washtenaw County auto parts store. They have no idea this man is actually this man. Brian Price, elite NFL defensive tackle for teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears, husband to track star Candace Davis Price, and father to daughter Gianna with a baby boy on the way. Price's wife Candace doesn't want to see this video of her husband plowing through the glass doors, but she thinks if he had been anywhere other than Washtenaw County, Brian would have been shot dead.
This isn't like a torn ACL or a broken arm and we're going to physical therapy. We're dealing with not even breast cancer and survivors. We're dealing with something that they don't even know enough about to educate, let alone emotionally and mentally what it does to a family.
Brian likely has what's known as CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Will Smith recently starred in the movie Concussion about the doctor who discovered the progressive degenerative brain disease in NFL players. CTE can only be confirmed after death when the brain can be examined. 33 NFL players have been definitively diagnosed after death, including Frank Gifford and Junior Seau. The Red Wings' legendary enforcer Bob Probert was discovered to have CTE in his brain tissue after he died. The cause is repeated blows to the head. It manifests in multiple ways: dementia, aggression, difficulty thinking, even suicidal thoughts. There is no cure.
I have been trying to reach out to them even prior to this incident to get more consistent therapy, to see what the options are, and even for myself, I can't be the only woman that's suffering with this.
The them Candace is referring to is the NFL. Brian has an assigned case manager who takes her calls, but as far as medical help, Candace is frustrated. For his part, Brian doesn't remember what went on at that auto parts store, just the taste of blood in his mouth.
Mentally, like some days I struggle a lot. But like as a man and as a friend and a father, you don't want people to see it. But at the same time, like I know I'm not the only one going through this.
His short-term memory has become increasingly poor. Ask him whether he's in pain, he shrugs it off. Ask him if he's been concussed and has had repeated headaches.
In high school, I used to get headaches a lot. Like, my mom used to hate me. She was like, I hate when they slap you on your head after you make a good play.
There are also the personality changes.
He has his core characteristics. So the gentleman-like qualities, the respect for women, but it's definitely altered of the personality.
Brian is only 28 years old. The NFL paid to send him to therapy at a cost of $40,000. They will no longer pay for that, and treatment for this is something that insurance just doesn't cover.
I'll be very honest and transparent. I really hope that there's a solution before. It is terrifying to think that young men are killing themselves, killing their families. That is a big fear of mine. Not that Brian would ever hurt anyone else, not that he would hurt myself or my family, but that the pain that he goes through, does he hurt himself?
After talking to Brian and Candace about everything that has happened here over an extended period of time, Brian told me he wanted to see the video. He was okay with looking at the video, but Candace was never okay with looking at the video. She said it was just too hard for her to look at, and as of tonight, she says she still hasn't looked at the video.
It's jarring. I can understand why.
And something also to consider, you know, you see she's pregnant. They're having a baby boy. This little boy is coming from two people who are so athletically talented, and I asked her, you know, if this boy wants to play football like his daddy, what are you going to do? And are you going to let him? And she said, no way.
It's going to be a tougher and tougher question for a lot of parents the more that we learn about this problem. Tomorrow morning, former Detroit Lion Lomas Brown is going to be joining us in the studio. He's also right in the middle of the controversy over concussions, and he'll be here to talk pretty candidly about his experiences. That's tomorrow starting at 6 a.m.
Okay, here's a look at what defender Kevin Dietz is working on for tomorrow night.
Back to school, words that should bring excitement, but bring one local mom to tears.
You would never think you'd be terrified of going to school.
Her 3-year-old died last year at preschool. She says schools have done little to make other kids safe.
So I just want to make sure they're okay and other kids are okay.
But now the defenders are teaming up with the family to see if state lawmakers will take action.
Our role is to make sure that these types of tragedies never happen again.
The Defenders, tomorrow night at 11.
All right, Ben's turn now. It's a big night downtown. The Tigers playing, and then across the street, the big movie premiere, and it was a perfect summer night, wasn't it?
It was a perfect night, yeah.
You almost feel like we're cheating when we get something like this in July. Like we didn't deserve this, but you know what? We got a couple days, and now we're going back to what we normally have, which is a little bit higher heat and humidity. Still nice out there tonight, though, 68. So if you are walking around outside, man, it is gorgeous with that low humidity. Pressure is high, and that's one of the reasons that we've seen such nice weather. Not much of a wind. It's out of the southeast at 5, but tomorrow we'll start getting more of a southerly and southwesterly flow and start ushering in some humidity, which is just about to knock on our door from the west. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 60s. There's a little bit more moisture in the air right now than there was yesterday, but the temperatures are actually warmer than we were looking at the 11 o'clock hour on Monday. So everything's starting to tick upwards. Look at the difference in humidity. Even though those dew points now in the 60s, which is noticeable humidity, not so much this time of night as when we're getting into the afternoon when those temperatures get to 80. But you start going out here and you can see that humidity just arcing up across the Central Plains states, and we'll see a little bit more of this, probably not to that level, but at least to the muggy conditions as we get into the afternoon tomorrow. So satellite image showing that there's not a whole lot out there. We may see a few clouds in the morning as we head out, but it was a beautiful day today. And storm pins, this was from Maria in Northville. I took a look at this duck and I thought, man, that thing's wearing Crocs, but no, that's just his web feet. Beautiful shot out there. A lot of folks enjoying the nice weather that we've had for the last couple of days. High pressure on top of us, and we'll slowly start moving to the east. As that does, that's going to allow this thunderstorm chance to arrive, but not until Thursday morning. So we've got all day tomorrow and Wednesday night with dry conditions, and those thunderstorms will be coming in maybe as soon as the late morning in a couple spots, but definitely by the early afternoon. Should be out of here by midnight, and then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled dry conditions that are going to last all the way into the upcoming weekend. So lows tonight, definitely comfortable. Not quite as cool as what we saw last night, but we're hanging around 60 degrees in the morning here in our metro zone. South zone temperatures a little bit milder out here towards the lake at 61 in Monroe, and you get some of the cooler numbers in the mid-50s out there in Lenawee County. West zone temperatures mid-50s tomorrow morning, and same goes for our north zone. You'll wake up to generally 55, 56 as we start out the morning. Otherwise, in the afternoon, temperatures get up to 84, and we'll see partly cloudy conditions by the end. And of course, the humidity comes back. It sticks around for Thursday in that thunderstorm chance, but drops as we go into Friday. And man, that looks fantastic. 78, 81 on Saturday, all below average, and we keep the sunshine for that 3-day stretch.
Get the plans going right now.
That's right.
All right, Ben.
All right, Ben. Oh, no doors, no windshield, no problem. A man stopped by police after he spotted driving this mess of a car, and that's not the only problem police discovered.
Also, shark attack, only in this case, it's the shark being attacked by humans, and now the search is on for the people behind this cruel video.